You filled out the program, logged the data, checked every box the assessment told you to check, but you still leave your sessions with that nagging feeling. Is this really helping? You're not alone. I've been there, doing all the things that we're supposed to do as BCBAs, only to feel like we're dancing around what the real needs of the child actually are. And the truth is, we kind of are. Not because we're doing anything wrong, but because the systems we work within weren't built for individualized growth. They're built for accurate documentation, for insurance, and for compliance. But what if we could do both? What if we could turn those same tools into systems that actually transform lives? Hi, I'm Amelia Delphonse, BCBA and co-founder of Master ABA. In this video, I want to walk through one simple but powerful idea that can help you realign your goals with what actually matters. If you're not familiar with the term or you haven't thought about it since grad school, this might change the way you see your treatment planning. So let's talk about the constraints that we all face. Whether you're a newer BCBA or you've been in the field for years, you've probably felt this pressure from insurance companies, employers, and even school districts. The pressure to follow the protocol. Assessments like the VB-MAPP, ABLLS, or ABLLS become your roadmap, but too often we treat them like a GPS instead of what they actually are, just one tool in our toolkit. And sometimes that GPS is pointing us to a destination that doesn't matter all that much. I once took over a case for a 6-year-old boy. Let's call him Peter. Peter was labeled as a slow learner by his BCBA. His digital program in Catalyst was filled with goals about sitting at the table and tacting, but he couldn't ask for help. He wasn't toilet trained, and he had no way to engage meaningfully with his environment. The assessment said he needed to label more objects, but what he really needed was independence, dignity, and a way to connect with others. I couldn't change the system, but I could change the way that I used it. Behavioral cusps are skills that open up entirely new environments or opportunities for your learners. Think about things like toilet training, asking for help, using a communication device, playing with peers, or even crossing the street safely. These aren't just skills, they're turning points. They create access to independence, to learning, and to life. And the beauty is you don't have to ditch the assessment or your digital system to use this approach. You build it into the program. Let me say that again. You don't have to fight the system, you can harness it. And we embed behavioral cusps into our treatment plans, even within structured assessment frameworks. We're making the system work for the child, not just for compliance. This isn't the problem, it's a tool. But like any tool, it's only as useful as the person who's using it. When you help a child learn to request preferred items independently, participate in group activities with less support, use the bathroom on their own, or engage in meaningful peer interactions, you're not just meeting a goal, you're changing their trajectory. And when you include these goals in your online digital data collection system and show how they align with domains like social behavior, daily living skills, or manding, you're making your case clear to insurers, to school staff, and to parents. You're saying this isn't just a checkbox, it's a life skill. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you sit down to write goals, don't just think about what's in the assessment. Think about what's missing. Think about the doors your learner hasn't walked through yet. Then ask, what's the cusp that opens that door? That's the goal that matters. In our dojo membership, we go much deeper into how to integrate behavioral cusps into your treatment plans while still working within the system. There's a full course inside called Beyond Assessments, Teaching Skills that Transform Lives, with step-by-step guidance to help you turn assessments into real-world progress. If you've ever felt stuck between what a child needs and what the system expects, you're not alone, and there is a way forward. By identifying the right cusp is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll look at how to break that cusp down into teachable components and how to build the skills that actually make it achievable. Because writing better goals is powerful, but building the path to get there is where the real transformation begins.